One of the most incredible sights at the House on the Rock is the world's largest carousel. This popular attraction premiered to the public on Easter of 1981, after artists, engineers, and craftsmen spent many years designing and constructing the carousel and its 269 fantasy denizens. This menagerie and the many additional creatures that inhabit the carousel room originate from a variety of sources. Some are antiques, hand-carved from wood and collected from around the world. Many others have been designed and produced in the House on the Rock workshops from wood, sculpted foam, fiberglass, and polyester resin. The carousel is self-illuminated by the incandescence of 182 chandeliers and over 20,000 individual lights. These lights are run at 1/2 their rated voltage to extend their life, reducing the number of light bulb changes for the maintenance staff to about a dozen per week. Another significant feature of the carousel's electrical system is the 7 copper float rings and the 20 conductive brushes that deliver current to all exterior areas of the spinning structure. Because of the continuous rotation of the carousel, traditional cables and wires cannot be used to carry electrical power to the onboard lights. Such cables and wires would quickly be twisted and torn by the rotational motion. Instead, a series of copper rings are fixed in position along the center column, and a series of electrical pickup brushes are arranged to rotate along with the outer carousel framework. These brushes sweep the surface of the non-moving rings, creating an unbroken electrical circuit to the exterior of the structure. The carousel itself is powered by a 25 horsepower, 3-phase electric motor. Motion is delivered via a series of belts, pulleys, timing chains, and gears, including a massive 15-foot diameter bull gear. While there are literally thousands of marvelous sights and sounds to experience at the House on the Rock, this fusion of light, motion, and fantasy, the world's largest carousel, continues to exalt the imagination of visitors like none other. Visitors to the House on the Rock quickly become aware that the house is not only filled with spectacular treats to delight the visual senses, but is also filled with a myriad of auditory sensations crafted to please the ear. Many music machines can be found throughout the house, all of them wonders of mechanical engineering. One of the largest and most technically complex is the 80-piece Circus Orchestra. The Circus Orchestra, with its accompanying Circus Wagon Band, made its debut performance in 1987. It took 14 people more than 3 years to design and construct this colorful attraction. The orchestra contains 37 miles of electrical wiring, 31 vacuum pumps, thousands of feet of flexible air hose, and 2,300 electromagnetic pneumatic valves. The conductor of this orchestra is a computer. This computer provides digital information that directs all the lifelike animation and motion effects within the orchestra members. Upon activation by a visitor, the computer begins playback of the animation control tracks. This information is routed through a black box, an electronic decoder that translates this digital information into simple electrical impulses addressed to over 2,000 solid-state relay switches, which in turn activate the multitude of pneumatic motors in the orchestra players, causing them to turn their heads, move their eyes, lift, and play their various instruments. Each of these movements are controlled by vacuum, air pressure, or gravity, often assisted by a system of counterweights. It's easy to understand why the creative and technical teams at the House on the Rock are kept extremely busy with constant maintenance and repair of this complex musical marvel. The Circus Orchestra, always ready for an encore performance of the single musical arrangement in its repertoire, patiently waits for you to visit the House on the Rock and strike up the band.